holding receiving team number 21, 10-yard penalty.
Game. Interference defense number 41. Automatic first down.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer defense number 96. 15 yards out of 67 of the offense. 10-yard penalty.
In the game of football, players are hidden behind a helmet and face mask and only identified by the number on their jersey. More oftentimes than not for the negative. This is a look at the player beyond the number. Hi, I'm Coleman Feeley, and welcome once again to Apogee Stadium for this week's Beyond the Number. Today we're here with Zach Orr, true junior, team captain, and middle linebacker. So Zach, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Man, so like always, why don't we start from the beginning, and where were you born?
I was born in Fairfax, Virginia.
Right, and then I know you graduated from DeSoto High School, so at what time did you make that move from Virginia to Texas?
10 years ago.
About 10 years ago, right. And I know that pretty much your whole career, football's been a big part of your life, right?
Yeah.
Right, and I know your father had a pretty extensive NFL career, probably influenced you pretty heavily. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, he was drafted like in the 10th round. He played from 1985 to 1994 for the Washington Redskins, and football has always been part of my life. So.
Yeah, I mean, 9 years in the NFL, I imagine it would at least be a little bit of your life. Right. Well, Zach, you know, I remember you telling me that in high school you had always wanted to play Division I football, but you were unsure if you were quite up to the caliber. I mean, it's clearly no question now. But why don't you talk about that moment in high school when you decided that you were ready to go for it?
It was probably my sophomore year. I was on the junior varsity team, and I always worked hard because I always believe hard work pays off, and I always believed that if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it to the best of my abilities. So I was out there playing just junior varsity. I had a real good season, and I sat back and realized I was like, I could play at a high level, and I was practicing with the varsity, making plays against top players in the state. So I realized I could play at a high level, and I just took it from there. Well,
it's clear the hard work has definitely paid off for you. 2 weeks ago against ULL, you were actually voted Sun Belt Defensive Player of the Week. How was that? How'd that make you feel?
It was a great honor. It was a great team honor. You know, I was proud just for defensive player to get it. And I was proud of defensive line. I couldn't do it without them, couldn't do it without the safeties and DBs behind me and without my fellow linebackers. So it was just a great honor. It was the first time this year that a North Texas player was voted, Player of the Week by the Sun Belt Conference. So it was just a great team honor that we could bring back to the team just for more recognition in the Sun Belt Conference.
Yeah, you know, your unselfish attitude has really gotten you a lot of notoriety and respect around here, being voted captain for the second time in a row this year. What was, I'm sure captain's a gread honor, but for the second time in a row, man, what's that feel like?
It just felt great. It felt that, my teammates believed and trusted me again for another year to, lead them in the battle. And it was just a great honor. I feel like the greatest honor in football is to have respect of your teammates and everything. So that was just another great honor to get it for the second year in a row that my teammates were, proud for me to be the captain the first year to vote me back again the second year.
Well, you've definitely got my respect, Zach. And I'd be surprised to see if you weren't a captain 3 years in a row.
Appreciate it.
Right, so football, being actively involved in football and have the respect of your teammates, that's not all there is to Zach Orr. You're also a very active member in the SAC organization, which is Student Athletic Advising Committee. Why don't you tell a little bit about Mean Green Nation, what that's about?
It's just a collective group of student, athletes that put on events like 5K runs to, give back to the community for all the fans that show their support at all our athletic events.
Zach, I really appreciate you coming by and giving us a look at who you are beyond the number, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this week's Beyond the Number. I'm Coleman Feeley, once again in Apogee Stadium, and go Mean Green.